Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I have done an update video, but I have been so busy around the house. I did some more house projects before Owen is going to make his arrival here pretty soon. What else? I have been helping Michael start up his season for the business and generally just getting everything ready for him to make his arrival into this world. So I'm sorry it's been a while since I've done an update video, but I did write everything down on my iPad so I wouldn't forget anything. So this is going to be an update from, I guess, the past couple weeks. I think the last time I did an update video was at 32 weeks, and I'm going to be 38 weeks tomorrow. So it's going to be from 33 to 38, everything that's been happening with my pregnancy for the past couple weeks. And I will definitely go into detail about some of the procedures and infusions that I have had to go through. So let's just jump right on into it so I don't make this too long. So like I said, I have been doing a bunch of projects around the house. I got a new kitchen floor, and I can insert a picture right here of it, and I'm obsessed with it. I mostly did all of it. Michael helped me do like all the special cutting and stuff, but I love the herringbone tile that we picked. And also we did the bathroom, our half bath downstairs. I just redid the floors, and I don't know if I have a picture, but if I do, I'll put it right here. Another thing that we did maternity pictures. And I think I did that around like 35, 36 weeks or so. And I got an attachment for my big camera that we could take them all by ourselves. So obviously social distancing and stuff like that. But I absolutely love them. And I can insert a couple here that you can see. But it was pretty much at the same place that we did Ethan's maternity pictures. And I love how they turned out, and I love that Ethan's in them too. We didn't get like a lot, but it was also freezing outside. We picked a day that it was like almost 40 or like in the 40s, like low 40s to do them. So we didn't do too many, but I definitely love that I was able to get some in before he made his arrival. So the last time I talked to you guys, I was saying that I was getting my iron infusions, and I am done with them now. So I've had 5 iron infusions, and if you are not familiar what they are, so I am anemic, and it just intensified when I was pregnant this time around. So my iron level was really low. I would wake up with a headache every single day. I had restless leg syndrome. I felt like I was gonna pass out every time I stood up. So I did 5 iron infusions, and it's through an IV. And just so you know, the best part, like the best spot to get an IV, and it doesn't feel like you can feel it or anything like that, is right here in your arm, just so you're aware. But basically, the first time that I got it in my hand. I did have a little bit of an anxiety attack because I could feel it in my hand, and I just have like this huge needle phobia, and it's not new to my channel at all. So I felt it in my hand the entire time. So I do not recommend getting it in your hand at all, especially if that bothers you, that you can feel something in your body that is foreign the entire time that you're there. So you're there for like around 30 to 45 minutes. Sometimes it was an hour. It would all depend on how fast every process was and how many people they had there. So the first time, had an anxiety attack, just slightly, because it was in my hand. So when I went the second time, I was already having a little bit an anxiety attack before I went in there, and they couldn't stick me the first time. So yeah. And if you have a needle phobia, you don't want to be poked with a needle more than one time within a time frame if it can be done in one. So they tried to stick me here, didn't work. Tried to stick me in my hand again, didn't work. And then a different nurse came in and she got me here. And ever since then, I will only get it here. So after that, my 3rd, 4th, and 5th time, I didn't have an issue at all because I knew I wanted it here, and they were able to get me every single time. And actually the nurse that got me there after my second one was my nurse through the entire time. So I trusted her. I knew that she could get it into my IV. Anyway, so you sit there for 10 minutes, they give you some fluids, and then they pump in the iron itself, and it's gross looking. It's black as can be. But and then you sometimes get like a metal mouth, but to me it tasted like disgusting burnt graham crackers. Weirdest thing, you smell it first and then you feel like you taste it. Weirdest thing ever. But I'm done with them now. I feel 10 times better. Like, my headaches went away after like second, third one. My fatigue definitely went away after the second one, and my restless leg syndrome went away after the first one. So I'm very grateful that I got them. I'm glad I stuck it out, because we all know if I don't have to get a needle, I don't want to get a needle. I don't think anyone wants to get a needle in their arm. But yeah, they're all done and I feel so much better. Okay, so let's talk about how big he is. So I don't think I talked about this at all in my last update at all. And I got this at 32 weeks. I got my 32-week scan, and he was 5 pounds at that point at 32 weeks. So my doctor wanted to do another scan once I got a little bit farther along. So I did one just when I was about to hit 37 weeks. So it was like last week at this time, I got another ultrasound. And he's over 7 pounds now. And I'm just turning 38 weeks tomorrow. So I am beyond grateful that I made it this far into my pregnancy, and he is a big healthy boy, and there was a risk for me to go early into labor because of my cervix. So I'm beyond grateful that he is a big chunky boy, but my body cannot handle it anymore. I am so uncomfortable. And when we got that scan, he is also face up, and that's how I had to deliver my first son, and it was a traumatic experience, and I really don't want to go through that again. And I expressed that to my doctor, that I don't want to go through that again. I don't want to have him face up and be a big baby. It was hard the first time, and I had a big baby. Ethan was 8 pounds 4 ounces, and he got delivered a day before my due date. So and this baby's gonna be 10 times bigger, and he's face up. So I really, really don't want to go through it again, because I'm afraid if that happens, I'm done having kids, and that's not what I want in my head. So if I can do anything at all to try to make him, you know, face the right way, which I think he kind of has been. So when he got the ultrasound, he was more on his side, like on my left side here. But every time I feel him now, I feel like his butt's like in the center of my butt. So hopefully he is not face up anymore. Otherwise it would be a really weird contusion that he's doing inside of me. But I expressed that with my doctor, that I don't want to go through that traumatic experience again. And the fear of him being so big and a potential of being face up, I just expressed my fear for it. So I love my doctor, and he said that I won't be going to 40 weeks. So I will actually be induced at 39 weeks, which is next week. There's no induction date set at all. I do have a doctor's appointment today, so I will set that. And if he doesn't come before that, then I will be induced at 39 weeks with this big boy. I still think he's gonna be 8 pounds 6 ounces. That's what I think he's going to be. So also last week, I started to get checked on how far I was, and I was 1 centimeter dilated, and I was 60 to 70% effaced. So maybe he'll come on his own. We'll see. I have a doctor's appointment today, and we will see on where I stand after that. So like I said, my stomach is like, I'm so stretched out. My body can't handle how big this baby is. And I did start to get stretch marks. And I had a mental breakdown about it, and I didn't feel good about myself. And I know it's all part of pregnancy, and that's how I got a new kitchen floor. So there you go, ladies. If you need a new thing around your house, I guess just have a mental breakdown about stretch marks and your husband will let you do a kitchen floor. So I didn't have any stretch marks with my first son, Ethan, and he was 8 pounds 4 ounces. And I was pretty much 40 weeks when I delivered him. And I prepared myself during that pregnancy that stretch marks could be a thing. It runs in my family. A bunch of people that were pregnant in my family got a lot of stretch marks. So I was like, okay, it's gonna happen. And then when it didn't happen, when I got pregnant this time around, I didn't even have that cross my mind that it's a potential that you could get stretch marks. And they just started to show up last week. And yeah, I had a mental breakdown about it. I'm good now. I'll just get a tummy tuck, I guess, when I'm done having kids. But maybe I'll try to do some like remedies to try to get them to go away. But I feel like it's too late at this point to try anything while I'm pregnant. So I guess we'll just wait until to see what they look like after I deliver. So when we also had that ultrasound, I forgot to mention that he's extremely low. He is way in my pelvis and he is like engaged. He is ready to come out. So with that being said, I am like a penguin. I waddle around everywhere. I look ridiculous. I know I look ridiculous, and I know when I'm waddling, and I know Michael's behind me, and I try to make it more like, I don't know, prominent that I'm waddling, and he laughs at it, but like, it's just part of pregnancy. When it does really suck is when I'm sitting down for a long time or laying down or whatever, and I wake up from like the night. It hurts to walk, and I get a shooting pain up my back, up through my left side, like my left leg, up through my back. My doctor said it's normal, but it just still sucks. Like I don't remember having that with Ethan, to the point of like I'm limping because it hurts to even put pressure on that leg. So I am starting to show signs of like labor is coming. I lost part of my mucus plug at like 36 weeks. I know that they can regrow and you can lose just parts and not like the full thing. So I lost part of that. I didn't like have any more after that. I did lose my entire mucus plug the day I went into labor with Ethan. So that's one sign. Another sign is I have a lot of discharge, and that's a sign of labor. Everyone knows that. It's a sign of labor that your whole entire body is preparing to give birth, get lubrication and stuff like that in there. My bowels have been moving, so no constipation or anything from my iron medication, which is a great thing because that's very known that you can get constipated after having iron treatments, but I did not. It was normal, and now it's kind of just like they move a lot quicker and almost kind of like diarrhea, but not really. But I remember it's your body is trying to get rid of everything to prepare for labor. So I know that it's coming real soon. I don't know if you can tell, but my face is very swollen. My nose is extremely wide. My face is swollen, my hands are swollen, my feet are swollen. So I didn't get like extremely puffy with Ethan until like the very, very end that I was getting it delivered. So obviously that is a sign that I will be going into labor soon. Also, this is not like a known fact or like proven way that you think that you're going into labor or not, but I've been extremely nesting. Obviously I did some projects around the house and I did put a pause on it. I did design some couple more things, like we're gonna rip out the whole entire boys' bathroom. I'm gonna rip out all of my master bathroom. I'm gonna remodel all of those. So I designed all of those and they're all ready to go, but I'm gonna wait until after he's born and get into a little bit of a routine first with 2 boys and my son, or my husband, going to work. So I want to get in a routine first before I start ripping out a bathroom. So one thing I wanted to say is that obviously back pain's a real thing in pregnancy, and I did find a way to be able to crack my back and get that sense of relief. And another sign that I think that labor is coming is that I can't crack it anymore in those ways. So that is the first thing I am doing after I give birth to Owen, and I'm gonna crack my back, and I hope that it relieves so much and it feels so good, because I have been waiting weeks beyond weeks to have any sense of relief in my lower back to get it cracked. Last thing I want to say here before I show you my belly here is that I'm trying to induce labor on my own and like the natural way. So if you know any types of tips or tricks on things that helped you, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear it. I have been walking a lot, and I have been bouncing on the yoga ball. So if you know anything else, please put them in the comments below that you know that worked for you. I would love to hear it, love to try it, just because I know being induced, those contractions are 10 times worse. So obviously I don't want to be in that type of pain. So please leave those in the comments below, and I would love to try some of them. So let's get up and I will show you my belly here, and I can point out the stretch marks. They're not big, I just noticed them, that they're starting to form. Okay, I know my head's kind of cut off. Well, maybe it's not anymore, but I can't even like fit into my maternity tops anymore because I'm so big. But anyway, so here is 38 weeks tomorrow with an over 7-pound baby in there. And then the stretch marks are coming like around here right now. But they're not bad. I know they're not bad. It's just still, like, who wants to get stretch marks? But yeah, they're starting to form all through there. But hopefully next week I'll be getting induced the next day. So fingers crossed that I only have to be pregnant for 1 more week. We will see today though what my doctor is thinking. So thank you all so much for watching. I'm sorry again that it took me so long to have this video come out. Just been very busy. But here I am. I'll give you guys a little bit of an update after I get out of my doctor's appointment, and I'll add it to this video so I'll edit it tonight. But again, please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. So I just wanted to end this at the end, or put this at the end. Just got out of my doctor's appointment. Still only 1 centimeter and 60 to 70% effaced. I really thought bouncing on a ball and walking around a lot would help me, but sorry. I really thought that walking around and bouncing on the ball would really help, but it just didn't. So next week I get another doctor's appointment at 39 weeks, and if I don't go by then I'll be scheduled on the last week of March. So it's like the 28th, 29th, or 30th. So those will be the days that I will be praying for, or hopefully go into labor before then.